Alright, how's it going, guys? So yeah, we're here for our second week of the IPA. Hoping to catch that W. Now there's a few things that I kind of want to pause and talk about when they happen. And I found that I hurricane it doesn't hit. That's the problem with it. I think it's I think there was a mistype when they put it into the team builder. I don't think it's like what they say. I don't think it's as accurate as they say it is. I'm pretty sure it's like 25% accurate, but like that move does not ever fucking hit. And I also live up to my name in focus miss. But I guess we'll see all that right there. Going over his team. Unfortunately, he did bring the Cradilly, which again, my counter to Cradilly is toxic on a water type. So that's always fun. He brought the Jolteon, which actually is good for me. I'm actually really happy he brought Jolteon because I have easy counters in Lantern. If he's not like Life Orb or Specs, it Thunderbolt does like 50% max to Tornadus, so that's the thing as well. If he's not either of those as well, Audino can beat it quite nicely. And if he doesn't have coverage for Crocodile, it can get Pursuit Trapped quite easily. He brought the Goodra again, kind of assuming that's Assault Vest. I do want to scout for Specs, because I don't want to just lose a Pokemon by assuming it's Assault Vest. He brought the Aerodactyl, which I didn't put a ton of prep for, but of course it was kind of obvious that he would bring it, because it's actually like, unless he wants to bring like 6 special attackers, 5 special attackers plus Nagron, he did kind of have to bring Arrow against me, but Arrow is actually really good against my team, so I mean it's not bad that he brought it. I kind of expected Aqua Tail for him to bring, so I was going to run Pasho on Krook, but and I mean that would be kind of cool for HP Water Jolteon, which I don't think he would bring because HP Ice is better. I think at least maybe. I don't know. HP Grass, sorry, would be better. Yeah, running a Berry on Krook wouldn't really work, in my opinion. But a lot of things he brought. So yeah, a lot of kind of threatening things. Kind of a lot of things that not really a lot of threatening things, but a lot of things I kind of have to just play around. So he leads off with the monster. He leads off with the one counter to my entire team. But yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. I'm gonna let my only Aggron and Aerodactyl counter get weakened, but it's all good. It's all good. I do have ways to pass into it. He goes for Ancient Power. Got that dank ass prediction, but like that does absolutely nothing. I kind of want to find a way to get a switch into Lantern. That's kind of what I want to do. But I mean, at the same time, okay. Here's the thing. I know he's going into Aggron. I really do. But Crocodile is getting damage on Aggron is secondary to healing up Crocodile, and this is my best and most likely my only chance to healing up Crocodile. And again, Crocodile is my answer to Aerodactyl. So yeah, I need to get Crocodile healed. So I know he's going Aggron. And I could potentially go for the Surf right here, but I don't, because the best play for me is to go for the Wish and pass it off into Crocodile. And that's exactly what I do. There's nothing Aggron can really do that can kill me at this range, especially after the Intimidate, especially with my investment. Like, I've calced a lot of things. Power Punch actually does a lot. That's max attack Adamant if I've ever seen it. Holy crap, dude. Look at that. That's insane. He brings in the Cradilly here. I didn't want to make a double or anything. He didn't really have a solid switch in for Earthquake, so I thought I might as well just go for Earthquake anyway. It forces the Cradilly to kind of recover, and I think I should have gone into Lantern right here. Unfortunately, I didn't, but that's not really horrible because I can kind of pivot around right here, getting it weakened right now anyways. So as you can see, he kind of has to recover at this turn right here. Or actually, I don't think he really has to anyways. I don't think he even does. Yeah, I think he goes for Ancient Power. Actually, if I hit Hurricane, I think if I got like 2 max rolls, that might have been enough. But he goes into this, and I'm able to get a Toxic off as he goes for Recover, which is actually really nice because it means I don't take any Giga Drain damage. So yeah, that's huge. So Cradilly is basically dead because like Cradilly can't touch basically anything on my team, but like I can't really touch anything. Nothing on my team can actually touch it. other than like get Gengar, but like he can kind of stall Gengar out a little bit, and I don't really want that. So yeah, that's a thing as well. I just go for Heat Wave because it's the most accurate move that would do damage to that thing. I see he's leftovers Jolteon, so for that reason, I'm just gonna U-turn. There's no real reason not to. Like I said, T-Bolt's gonna do 50%. Let's like I guarantee to live T-Bolt. So yeah, there's no real reason not to. I was gonna Pursuit here, but really Knockoff is such a good move. Like Jolteon does not scare me in the slightest. So Knockoff is just the best move for me to go for. If I can catch the arrow, I can catch the Credilli. Like there's no reason not for me to knock off. But I see his expert belt, which kind of means he's not what's it called? Wait, I need to pause right here. Okay, seeing his expert belt kind of makes me think he might not be Tail Glow. It makes me think he's kind of 4 attacks, which is kind of interesting. But like either way, like I did knock the expert belt off, but either way, even if he did Tail Glow right there, Torn is a pretty good answer because I have went over before about my investment. Now, right here is a very interesting turn of events. So he goes into this on the HP Grass, which I kind of just expected him to stay and go for Ice Beam to judge for damage, which honestly wouldn't have been a good play now that I think of it if you stayed and went for Ice Beam, so I shouldn't have expected him to do that. Hurricane was probably a better play, but I don't know, I didn't want to risk Scald Burns or Ice Beam freezes. Speaking of Ice Beam freezes, but I'll get into all of that later, but I just go for this. Now, the thing about Tristan, if you couldn't tell from some of the sets that we've seen so far, Tristan brings some whack-ass sets. He brings some really fun sets. He's like me in the sense that he likes bringing like really fun things. So he hard switches into Goodra and he gets the attack boost, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, wait a minute. What if this is fucking Banded Outrage right now? So I'm like, okay, well shit. If this is Banded Outrage, I have to actually lose 2 Pokemon right here, because I have to sack something, and the turn after, I have to go into Crocodile, get EQ damage off, and then pretty much die to Outrage from the Goodra the turn after that, because it lives EQ. Like I'd probably not. Sorry, I'd knock it off to get rid of the band, but it lives knockoff, and I should live the Banded Outrage. Like I'd say Banded because it would be a +1 attack. I should live the Outrage like a very small amount of health, and then you take Rocky Helmet and all that. But Crocodile would be essentially dead for all intents and purposes. It would not be a good check to Arrow anymore. So yeah, he goes hard into Goodra, gets the attack boost, and I'm actually just thinking to myself, oh god, what if this is Banded Outrage? So right here, I actually pick my fodder, which is I go hard into Gengar, saying, well, Gengar, you're gonna have to die. And then he shows the Ice Beam, and everything is good in the world. I'm like, oh, thank God. He's not special. He's not physical. So yeah, that's good. I go into this. He goes for Sludge Wave as a potentially Mega Evolve. I go for a Fire Blast, try and catch the Aggron. Now the thing is, like I've seen a few of his moves. I've seen Ice Beam. I've seen Sludge Wave, and I've seen, what was the other thing? Ice Beam, Sludge Wave. Actually, I think that's all I've seen. Okay, I've seen Ice Beam and Sludge Wave. He has to bring Fire type move because I have a Bronzong. Like, there's no way around it. I can guarantee you 100% he's going to be bringing Flamethrower or Fire Blast. So he's going to be bringing Fire type moves. So we know 3 of his 4 moves pretty much guaranteed right now. So that basically means his last move is Draco Meteor, right? So like those 3 moves are guaranteed. Then Draco Meteor is, well, I mean, it's stab, so it's pretty much guaranteed. So looking at here, there's nothing he can do, because again, I know he's Ass Fest, so there's nothing he can do that can OHKO me, even if he goes for Draco Meteor, predicting me to not Mega Evolve. There's nothing he can do that can OHKO me from the health I'm at, because Audino's fat as fuck, dude. Like, Audino does not mess around. So for that reason, I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna... I'm gonna stay in either Wish or Fire Blast, trying to catch the Aggron again, because in my mind, there's no real repercussions for me staying in. There's nothing he can really do, because we know guaranteed what his moveset is. So yeah, I'm just gonna stay in, and he's actually running speed on his Goodra, and he's actually Focus Blast. So he's 0 stab Gudra. So holy shit. I just got blown back by 0 stab Gudra. So yeah, that's really, really bad. I no longer have wish support, so yeah, I don't really want to volt switch on him staying in because, well, I don't really want to do that. Oh wait, no, he's not running speed on Gudra. I'm fucking stupid. I thought this was something outside speed EV to speed Gudra. I'm stupid. He's not running speed on Gudra. He's correct in that. But yeah, I don't have wish support anymore, so I can't really screw around too much with some of my Pokemon that are relying on wish support. Mainly Lantern and Crocodile. I really cannot screw around with them very much at all. Yeah, because those are my pretty much answers to a lot of things, and I really need them healthy, and they're not going to have an opportunity to recover throughout the remainder of the battle. I volt switch. I don't volt switch here. Because I think he might go into Jolteon. He might not go into Jolteon. If he goes into Jolteon, I can Psyshock it. If he doesn't go into Jolteon, I can do another thing. I go for Psyshock here, and instead of Volt Switch, which is, I mean, I guess it's okay. It's not really too bad because I don't reveal the Volt Switch, which is kind of cool. He takes Rocky Helmet damage again, which is of course kind of nice. Now, interesting thing here, I'm actually going to double into my Mew right here, and I double into Mew expecting him to go into Aerodactyl. And I could have just knocked off, but yeah, I mean, I could have knocked off, but I wanted to go into Mew because I wanted to get the damage off the Yearboat to see, because he doesn't know I'm Scarfed. I mean, why would you predict the Scarf Mew? So I'm able to get Volt Switch damage off, and the reason this is important is he's below Stealth Rock range, so he can't switch out. So no matter what, I'm going to be able to kill it right now, right here. No matter what he goes for, he predicts me with the Ice Fang, but that means I get to switch right back into Mew, and I can kind of preserve it a little bit. Yeah, it does very, very little, but it basically forces him to not switch out, which is really, really important. If I went for knockoff, he might be at a range where he could switch out. Now, I don't, I go for Psyshock over Volt Switch because, just in case, I mean, it kills that, it kills, Jolteon as well. He actually gets a freeze with the Ice Beam, which is, it's kind of funny. I mean, what can you do, right? That's the game of Pokemon Online we got right here. I do have the Heal Bell, and yeah, I mean, Focus Blast does absolutely nothing. Lantern is a god. So yeah, I do have the Heal Bell, which is really, really good. Thank God I ran Heal Bell over the set I was contemplating using. So that's of course always good. Able to get the Toxic off. I mean, Toxic was always my best play. I mean, Jolteon doesn't beat me anyways, which is kind of funny anyways. Again, I don't want to get Lantern weakened, so I card into Torn, and Torn lives a hit from everything on the opposing side anyways, so I might as well. Count the amount of fucking times I miss Hurricane in this battle. Like, actually count the amount of times Hurricane misses in this battle and tell me, because I'm very, very curious how many times Hurricane missed and how many times I hit. Yeah, so that's the thing. I don't want to risk rolls on the next hit, so I will just U-turn out. Enough of that. Friggin' Tornadus letting me down, man. Tornadus is. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna drop Tornadus. I'm just gonna Toxic right here again. Wait, no. Oh, yo, I make the play. I go. Okay, no. I guess I go for Volt Switch over Toxic again because Jolteon's Toxic, so it doesn't threaten me. Yeah, I make a. I do go for Volt Switch. I mean, it's not a crazy play, but I mean, it works out for me anyways. Like, it's not crazy because Jolteon doesn't threaten me. But it does give me a lot of initiative to Volt Switch. So yeah, that worked out for me very nicely. Again, I have a pretty hard counter to this in the form of Lantern, so I don't really have to worry about this right here. I try to make actually a stylish play right here. As a matter of fact, I do make a stylish play right here. I go hard into Torn right now, as I expect him to die to the poison. However, I forgot that he's actually he's the leftovers variant of Jolteon. How could we forget? So he actually doesn't die to that. So whoops. All my style points. We'll chalk it down to the fact of me saying, I wanted that regenerator. You know what I'm saying? That's what we'll say we were planning. You know what I'm saying? So we can go to this on the energy ball. Yeah, which is kind of nice, and go for that Hurricane. But I mean, Hurricane's not known to hit. You know what I'm saying? So of course, we're not gonna hit that. I'm just gonna U-turn out. I mean, Torn's still pretty friggin' valuable, so there's no reason kind of not to keep it. Yeah, basically. he goes into Gudra right here. Jolteon's dead, so there's no reason for me to not Volt Switch. Now, here's the thing. I've won the game like 3 turns ago, so I like I said, the point of this battle is to style on this man. So I could have gotten the 5-0. I kind of want to say that I could have gotten the 5-0, but I think I have to style right here. So I go into Mew and I kind of pivot just to see what move he's going to go for. He does go for Ice Beam, which is a little bit unfortunate. It means I am gonna have to be taking super effective damage from Mew when I come out. But all this pivoting kind of is gonna maybe put him into a sense where he might think I go back into Lantern. So yeah, the time is now. We're gonna transform into the Gudra as he goes for the Sludge Wave. So the time is now, ladies and gentlemen. And I missed the Focus Blast. I went for Focus Blast because I wanted to be able to hit. I wanted to like potentially sweep his entire team with Gudra. I actually hit the second one, which is nice. Hindsight, the much better move was to go for Flamethrower. The much better move because Manaphy's actually faster than me, faster than Scarf Gudra. Yeah, that's a thing. So very unfortunate. I actually really should have gone for Flamethrower, because like I lived a hit from you, if I'd killed the Gudra like that turn. It was on 6%, so I would have killed the Gudra. If I killed the Gudra with Flamethrower, I could have 1v1 the Manaphy, because it had no leftovers. It had to take rocks damage, and I lived guaranteed any one hit from the Mew because I actually had a lot of HP, so I would have lived I have a lot of HP investment, as you can see, and Gudra is like insanely fat Spidef. So yeah, I would have been able to 1v1 the Manaphy, and of course I would have been able to kill that Aggron. So yeah, bit of an unfortunate play, but like. I didn't know Manaphy was faster than Scarf. Gudra is bad, man. Gudra is slow as shit when it's not invested in speed. I just kind of assumed I'd be faster than Manaphy if I was Scarf, but I mean, I guess if we can't all make assumptions like this, we can't make wild assumptions like this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate. However, instead of picking up the 5-0, we pick up the 4-0. With style points, might I add. We get style points, and that is the most important part of the game right now. We lose differential, and that actually might come around to bite us in the butt later because we're at -3 before, so we're going to be at +1 now. That might actually kind of turn around and be bad for me. Because yeah, like I said, my differential at the moment is not the best. So I probably could have used that extra 1 point, but I mean. You gotta style, man. I don't think you understand. This game is about being flashy, and I kind of messed up being flashy last game, so I had to make up for it this game.